timely.
Use the late fee as a convenience to pay a little bit late, but they pretty much pay that every month, even if they pay pretty much on time.
Yeah, what kind of time frame do you?
We always have it by the 15th, and that's when our payments due, so we tell them, we need to try that.
Mhm.
So.
And you charge $50 for doing that. Ah, okay.
So. We'll see.
Well, I think,
They've always paid, so.
yeah. Well, that's what Matt said, so it's like, okay.
Okay, I heard that Jeremy's not gonna make it, so we will call this special meeting on the 2025 fiscal year budget to order at 5:32. So I need a roll call, please.
Shelley.
Here.
Mahler. Walling.
Yes.
Schott.
Yes.
Klein. Yes.
Okay, so this is the public hearing on proposed property tax levy for fiscal year 2025 budget. Per the new Iowa House File 718, cities are required to hold a public hearing on the consolidated general fund tax levy where any resident or taxpayer of the city may present to the council objections or arguments in favor of the tax dollars before the budget is adopted and certified to the county auditor. The City of Perry has published and posted the notice of the public hearing as required. The City Council of the City of Perry will now hold such a hearing to receive public comment on the proposed property tax levy. The Pub-
Mayor, can we get approval of the agenda first?
okay. Okay, sorry.
So moved.
All right.
Second.
Okay, any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Walling.
Yes.
Klein.
Yes.
Shelley
Yes.
and Schott.
Yes.
Now we can open the meeting.
Okay, so we will open the meeting at 5:35 or 5:33, excuse me.
Okay, so we've got the budget pretty much done and ready to go. So the first piece of it is to approve hold the public hearing on the combined general fund levy. So with the new state regulations regarding property taxes, the general fund is now combined instead of being 810 levy and the property and casualty insurance and the emergency levy, we're 810. And the rec centers, like 13.5 cent levy, all those are going to be combined into one levy now, except for the insurance, that's still separate. So then if we grow any at all, like over 3%, then we would be basically penalized for growing because we would receive a lesser percentage of our combined general fund levy. So right now, the levy currently this fiscal year is 17.98. Next year, in fiscal year 25, it's going to be 1831, but one of the big reasons why it went up so much was because of the residential rollback, and that took a huge drop from the current year. It went from like, I think 55% to like about 45%. It was a huge drop. Usually it's like a percentage of a percent, but now it was a pretty large decrease. So people who would be paying property taxes on like $100,000 house, even though our taxes are going to increase from 1798 to 1831, if you had $100,000 house, your property taxes would actually decrease by about 13.5%, about $140 a year for the city's portion. So after this hearing, we don't need to take any action on this. This is just a hearing to make sure our residents understand what's going on. After this hearing, then at the next council meeting, we will approve setting the public hearing for the budget, and we'll hold that next the 15th. The budgets, this year we did things a little differently this year just because there was so much going on at the beginning of the year. We met with, we didn't meet individually with department heads, but kind of between Sven and I, we did, and we looked at the wages, we looked at the capitals, we looked at the operating expenses. And, you know, we came up with a budget that I think works for everybody. And I mean, all the department heads met with Sven last week, I know, to go over their final capital requests and to make sure that they were prioritizing what they really needed to have next year. So I don't know, I feel comfortable with the budget. Even though it was a little different than how we usually do things.
You're happy, we're happy.
You have a lot of experience.
I was just thinking, this is, I think, my 22nd budget, so maybe 23rd, I don't know.
Only 20 to go.
You were just a wee thing.
I was, yes.
So one thing to note also, I think we had a 30% increase in our property casualty insurance.
It pretty much doubled.
Looked at it. So that was a major factor in this levy rate as well. We also have our final delivery for health insurance Thursday, I think. And I think we have another option that's gonna be discussed, but that could also play a role in the levy rate as well. So altogether, considering all the extra stuff we had this first 3 months, I want to commend all of our department heads and Susie for soldiering on and muddling through and getting it done. So I think Friday afternoon, we were putting the final touches on it. So it's been a year and a new budget process to boot. So it's been an interesting one.
How's the new software working for the departments to do their budget?
It's working pretty good. This year, like, it was nice this year, like with the personnel budgeting, because last year I had to get everybody in the system. Now this year, we could just do different scenarios for different increase rates and the capitals. I think
Yeah.
the department heads are really, you know, now they've got the hang of entering the capitals in there.
Good.
Yep.
Was there any one reason why that insurance doubled?
I think that's pretty well across the board with all cities that I've been seeing, whether it's with ICAP or EMC. They're both seeing very significant increases this year, probably kind of coming off of derechos and other large claims that have really impacted not just Iowa, but I think across the board. It was kind of a large year for an adjustment.
Okay. Any public comment? We ask you to state your name and your address, and then you'd be limited to 3 minutes to speak. So please step up to the mic or turn your microphone on your computer. Okay, there being none, any other discussion? Okay, I'd like to close the public hearing at 5:39, so. Then do we need a motion to adjourn this meeting, or we're just done with that?
You can adjourn it.
Okay, so the meeting is adjourned and we will reconvene at 5 o'clock. I'd like to start early, but since we posted it as or 6 o'clock, I mean, we posted it at 6, we gotta wait till 6 in case people wanna join in. So sorry about that. And we'll try to make it as quick as possible because we know there's a game going on, so.
All right.